Hey you guys, so first of all I gotta say sorry about that last video. Had kind of a weird glitch where none of the video transferred over, so the first 6 minutes of that video was blank and silent. Hopefully this video gets up there just fine and we'll go from there. Let's go ahead and learn how to pop and probe some snakes. Okay, so we're just going to jump into what you really need for probing your snakes first. So the first thing you're going to need is a probe kit. Now this one I got from Reptile Basics, and it was only like 20 bucks, but it has 4 different sized probes, as you can see. Great big ones, which I don't ever use. The next size down, which I use for really big snakes. This one here I'll only use for 2,000 gram and larger ball pythons and bigger. And then these little tiny ones right here are the ones that I use for my ball pythons. You can see it's really small. I use this one for hatchlings all the way up to 1600 gram snakes. Okay, so the next thing that you need is just some plain paper towel. Nothing fancy, it doesn't matter, just single use towel, and we'll just keep going from there. The next thing that you're going to need is some sanitizer. You can use any sanitizer you want. I make sure that mine kills more than 99.99% of germs. You can use whichever brand you prefer. This is one that I happen to have and it lasts forever. The next thing that you're going to need is a lubricant. I use water-based lubricant. This one happens to have an antimicrobial in it. That way there's no way of any infection spreading. And now we'll get into how to probe your snakes. Okay, so when you go to probe your snakes, you're going to take just a little bit of that sanitizer, put it on your single-use paper towel or whatever, and you're going to wash it really good. Make sure that there's no way anything can be on there. Then you just kind of set that to the side a little bit. Then you're going to take your lube, get some on the end of there, and then next thing you're going to do, I'm going to scoot this over here so you can kind of see what we got going on. Your snake. This is one of our hatchlings from this year. It's just a pastel, nothing too fancy. So when you probe, let's see if I can zoom in here. Alright. So what you're going to do is you're going to take and hold the snake so it's comfortable. Flip that ventral area upside down so you can get to it. You'll take your smallest probe and you're going to come in to the vent on the side, rotate, and then with very little pressure you're going to push backwards towards the tip of the tail, just like so, and it's only going in that far. So that tells me that it is a female because there's no hemipene pocket for that probe to go into. Now we'll grab a male so you can really see the difference. Okay, so I've done a quick cleaning on the probe and re-lubed it up, but here's another pastel, a hatchling from this season. He is doing great. This little guy here, let's see if I can do this so you guys can see a little better. You're going to do the same thing that we did with the other one. You take your probe and you're going to come into the vent on the side and you're going to just nice and easy. Oh, he's taken off. Just nice and easy into the vent, and just gently put it in. Now you can see that went in a lot farther than in that other snake that I just showed you. That's because it went into the hemipene pocket, and no, it does not hurt the snake. This guarantees the sex of it 100% without a doubt. And I'll grab some bigger snakes to show you the difference in the bigger snakes as well. Okay, so I showed you hatchlings. Now I'm going to show you one that's about 600 grams. You'll have the same thing situated. Get it all situated. Take your clean probe that's lubed. You're going to come into the vent from the back angle. So you're pointing towards the back. And just very gently push back. Don't push hard. But you can see it does not go in very far. So I'll grab another snake that's pretty close to this. It's a male. But you can tell it did not go in very far. So therefore this would be a female because there's no hemipene pocket. Okay, so here's a male. It's about 620 grams. This is just my bongo male. We'll get going on him so you can see the difference in what it looks like if he'll cooperate. But again, you take your probe, get it cleaned, some clean lube on there, and you'll come into the vent like so, and very gently go back till you feel a little bit of resistance, and you can see how much farther the probe goes in on a male than it does on a female. That's because it goes into the hemipene pocket. So from here we'll go ahead and start showing you guys what we do to pop our snakes from hatchlings up to this size. Okay, so we'll pull this little pastel out again, and we'll show you how you pop. Roll that backside over, come right in front of the vent and behind the vent. Put just a little bit of pressure, push backwards. Put a little pressure here, not to push anything out. Then you're going to take your thumb and you're going to roll it forward. And you can see there's the hemipenes that just popped right on out of there. So girls won't have those, so that is definitely a boy. And when you pop a female, you're going to do the exact same thing that you did with the males, and you're going to roll forward. Now there's no hemipene pocket. You can kind of see on the side there's little things that might look like hemipenes. Those are scent glands. Hemipenes will come out red, and yeah, there's just a huge difference between how a hemipene comes out and how the scent gland comes out. So we'll just keep going. Get some bigger snakes for you. So on this one we're going to pull my spot nose female first. See, maybe. So you can kind of see. But it's the exact same process if she'll loosen up here. There we go. But again, you cannot see any hemipenes popping out. Alright, so we're going to grab this bongo that we probed and we know is a male. And we're going to do the same thing. You're going to invert the back. You're going to give a little pressure with your finger. And then you're going to roll. Bam, there's the hemipene. Popped right on out. So you can see the difference between the male and the female when you pop. Now this one is a 620 gram male. He is doing great, and obviously got adult sperm plugs, or adult hemipenes with sperm plugs. Okay, again, I am sorry for the last video that came up about sexing and probing having that bad glitch where the first 6 minutes was black. If you have any questions or comments about this video, go ahead and hit them down below. Got to give a special thanks to Billy over at Mutation Creation Canada for inspiring me to go ahead and do the YouTube videos, giving that big old rant that he gave the other day about stupid breeders, or not breeders. Billy, you're awesome. Yeah, there you go. How to probe snakes, how to pop snakes. Some of the pros of popping snakes is it's quick, it's easy, but it's not 100%. Rare occasions, if you're not experienced and you put too much pressure, you can actually prolapse the hemipene. Then you have to take your snake to the vet. So it can be a little dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. Probing, 100% guaranteed to know the sex, male or female. Super easy once you get it down. And some of the cons to probing is if you don't have somebody around that knows what they're doing to teach you and show you how to do it, you can injure your snake by rupturing the hemipene pocket, or if there is no hemipene pocket and you apply too much pressure, you can puncture the back end of that female as well. 20 years ago when I first started probing and popping, I was lucky enough to have a vet teach me and show me for almost 2 months of actual hands-on doing it. Again, if you got any comments, questions, leave them down below. We hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and smash that notification bell. We hope you guys have a wonderful day.